Chui then finishes off the other before throwing hands with Fedora once again. And man, these boys out here playing chess with hands right now. Man, we gotta bring that back. What's good, y'all? This is 1T, and today we are appreciating SPL 3 Paradox. Yes, we are at the last installment of the trilogy, full of depression, soap opera drama, and hands. This movie was directed by Wilson Yip, but since this series appreciate hands, big shout out to Samuel Hume, who was over the action choreography. His resume is already legit. I already appreciated Ip Man 2 and the first SPL, which he was in as well, so obviously I can't wait to cover him again. Anyway, let's get to this movie and these hands. We start the movie off with a home video of a father named Lee and his little girl Chai. Bro must have been reminiscing about all the little cute shit before snapping back to reality, cause he is in the present day, and bro tries to surprise his now 17-year-old daughter on her birthday, but she Uno reverses it and hits him with a new fiance who's not in school, who is a part-time barista, and he got her knocked up. Bruh stopped paying attention and was having a Sakura in a rage moment. We then switched to people actually happy about having a baby. These two celebrate with the soon-to-be mother's father when he convinces her to perform. Aw, that's a nice scene. At least someone had a good night. I know Buddy's daughter had a tough night, but she'll be alright. She just needs to clear her mind and she'll bounce. Damn. She's conscious enough to not only get on her phone, but to hide it once they stop. Her father discovers she went missing in Thailand and was on the next flight over. We then find out the soon-to-be father is Inspector Chui. He gets updated about the missing girl when he finds out about her father, as he is already in the room, doing his own investigation as well. Lee reveals that he is also a cop, and once introductions are out the way, Chui starts his interrogation. This is where we find out that Lee got Chi's boyfriend arrested that night since she was underage.
Duh, nigga.
I mean, what did y'all think was gonna happen if you told a cop you got a girl who literally just put on her 17-year-old shoes on, pregnant? You going to jail, buddy? Duh.
Hey, mustard on a beat, how deep out any rap nigga, he a freak though.
Lee wants to join in on the investigation, and while he waits for an answer, Taka shows up, played by Tony Jaa.
What's wrong with you?
He immediately got bad vibes from him and went to find out more from Chui. Lee is dismissed and gets to investigating on his own. We now transition to a mayor trying to get re-elected when his heart starts to fail during the campaign. The campaign manager was quick enough with figuring out how to get him out of the building undetected. That's when he found out that he needs a heart transplant. Meanwhile, Lee and Chui are investigating in the streets, going through security footage from every store. After hours of searching, Lee finally spots his daughter and they are able to start piecing her last tracks together. They head to another spot, and while Lee is waiting in the car, he spots the same man from the camera following his kid that night, days ago. Wait, in the exact same outfit? Bruh is either dirty, got that Naruto and SpongeBob closet, or he switches between 3 outfits and calls it a day. He follows him to a local bar, and once he gets there, he asks no question. Bruh just stared at him like, I ain't buying any drinks, but these hands are on me, and just starts fucking him up. Like, damn. Lee, you do realize nobody knows what the fuck is going on, right? Bruh just looks like some random psycho that just walks up and starts popping off on everybody for no reason. Everybody looking like, hey yo nigga, who are you? I'm about to explain this fight scene from the innocent bartender's point of view. So after this random guy just walks in and almost breaks one of my usual's arm, luckily some nice civilians didn't stand for the bullying and tries to save him. Unfortunately, this psycho weaves the first hero's right hand, then hits my customer before dodging a kick and using my customer as a SWAT shield 2 more times, and after he uses the poor guy, he kicks her to a poor girl so she can watch his sadistic nature or some shit. That guy was wildin'. Chui then turns around like, yo, what the fuck? as he goes to see why Lee is giving away free hands to people. He then notices the same guy and immediately takes off after him. Lee wraps up the last two good Samaritans, then take right off after him. As usual, I appreciate a good foot chase scene, and this movie is no different. This one got good hurdles and stunts in the chase. This nigga going on the news tonight. I can see it. You gonna have another civilian like, yeah, bro just leaped out of the air out of nowhere and headbutted my windshield, then just took off. If he's the same person from the bar incident earlier, yeah, he crazy. I saw it in his eyes. Oh, we not done running yet. Chui jumped over mans like he's in a dunk contest. Then dude busts his ass while Chi slides like melted butter. Get your ass back here, boy! Then we end the scene with the guy jumping into the water and my man goes through the rail guard just to catch my mans. You know, he didn't have to do all that, but it was fire anyway. It turns out mans did all that running just because he didn't want to be exposed for taking booty pics. So that turned out to be a dead end. What? I saw it in his eyes. Meanwhile, the manager is out making a deal with the organ traffickers to secure the heart for his mayor. The next day, Chui and Lee are back investigating when we find out that Lee also had the baby taken care of, along with letting her man be a victim of the booty warriors. Damn. Chui then gets a call to check over by the pier because a body was discovered. When Lee realized that it wasn't his daughter, he gets desperate and starts pleading to every media source out there. Meanwhile, the chief of police, who is also Chui's father-in-law, meets up with the campaign manager. This is when the chief sees the mayor at near death and wonders what's going on. This is where the manager explains that he is doing what he needs to do to make sure that Chui and Lee don't get any further in his investigation. So now we officially know that Chi's heart is the one playing for the mayor. We now transition back to a street worker who was just assaulted by one of the corrupt officers. Wait, is he? Nah, someone come get Asian R. Kelly the fuck up out of here. While she's doing her walk of shame, she runs into Lee and claims she saw his daughter. He don't believe her at first until he realizes he don't have any leads, so screw it. It turned out that Asian R. Kelly was the one who snatched her. Chui starts discovering the truth himself, but is a step behind Lee as he is already setting mans up. Once old girl was like, "Surprise, motherfucker," Lee plays Stone Cold's greatest hits and tells this man a bedtime story. Chui then enlists Taka to join in on the hunt for the corrupt officer. Chui's first stop is to a man who was able to record the event in his taxi, but the bad guys beat him there to retrieve the footage. Chui finally enters the chat, and once he realizes what's going on, hands start flying like a flock of birds. Chui starts off with a Sparta kick that allowed him to backflip off of the enemy. Chui gets Glock blocked, but he's answered back, knocking man's back. Chui is able to get his piece out, but they were still making it difficult for him. Mans had to turn into the one real quick to stay alive. Taka hears the shots and rushes to the scene. Chui finally gets Buddy off him when Mr. Fedora over here stops Chui's rhythm once again. Now they both are scrapping, one-handed like they're doing the black handshake, causing Chui to drop the gun. After a cross fails, Chui tries a grapple, but fails at that too. Another goon tries to run up on Chui, but eats a two-piece and a head combo before other Buddy shows up, but Chui wasn't finished with the first one. Bruh need Buddy like Captain Falcon. Chui then finishes off the other before throwing hands with Fedora once again. And man, these boys out here playing chess with hands right now. Man, we gotta bring that back. The other goon once again throws off Chui's momentum, giving Fedora a chance to slide out. But Taka arrives to intercept. That was smooth as hell though, can't even front. but Taka comes back with a jump kick before Fedora said, alright, I'ma head out. So Taka is on his trail while Chui takes on 2 men at once.
Pause, bro.
I never heard nothing that crazy.
That was pretty
Relax,
wild.
man.
We get another great chase scene with plenty of
Parkour!
Taka catches up to him, but Fedora still wants no parts. I'm just here impressed that the man's hat never fell off. We go back to Chui where he completely takes away Buddy's balance. Sparta kicks other dude while carrying mans like a newborn. Before saying fuck it, I'm gonna hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Now they don't want any smoke either. Meanwhile, Taka follows Fedora all the way up to the roof and uses a flower pot to alley-oop himself to hit Fedora. Chui continues to chase the 2 others to an outside marketplace. One tries to slow him down, but Chui hits that man with a bicycle kick before cuffing him. The other goon jumps in and they both do a nice weave before Chui gets him with a follow-up high kick, ending the chase altogether. Taka and Fedora are still out here dancing. I can just hear Lil Mans now. Yeah, kick his ass! Taka then gets sideswiped with a mean ass leg stomp before grabbing a jab, flipping Fedora over like a table. Taka kicks him off, forcing Fedora to grab a random ass umbrella cause Taka's hands got too much grip on him.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
Then Fedora tries to use it as a pizza cutter on Taka, but he weaves that, then delivers a spinning right kick to his whole existence. Fedora then breakdances off the floor to get up, but Taka breakdances in the air to put him back down. Real quick, the realest nigga in this fight is my man's Fedora. That shit went through hell and high water and never left man's head. Shit didn't even move. It's the complete opposite of Ray J's hat. They get back to scrapping when Taka weaves a hook and counters with an elbow, going into a swinging drop kick, connecting that with a spinning jump kick, then with a vicious Muay Thai knee, and ending the combo with a spinning left kick so hard it knocks Fedora off the stage. He's lucky Taka got morals, but that grab is wild. You can just let me go. How am I going to be able to explain this to the other henchmen that the only reason why I'm alive is because the ops had a good grip on my balls? He saves Fedora's life, and even the kids were excited about it. Too bad Fedora's feelings about kids are the only reasons why he got the slip. Cause he uses one to put Taka in an unavoidable situation as he leaps off the building to save the child after Fedora chucks that kid off the roof. Taka saves the kid, but fails to save himself as Fedora Sparta kicks my mans to his doom.
Oh, that brother is gone. Oh, that brother is gone. That brother is gone.
Damn. What sucks is that the whole movie gave me hope for a second, then instantly snatched it away like.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Meanwhile, Lee is beating the hell out of the crooked cop, but he still refuses to talk. Lee walks away frustrated when hey, I'm a dad myself. I know that look. Bruh's like, yeah, I'm about to snap. Like he just unlocked his crazy anime eyes angle. Lee did not hesitate to let Jesus take the wheel and puts Buddy life in God's hands. Oh my God. That'll make any man snitch. So snitching he does. The campaign manager is on his way with Lee's daughter when Lee intercepts and crashes into him, not realizing that he ran into the man he is looking for. Damn. Chui blind as hell right now for not noticing Lee. Now more cops are coming, and these two are playing chicken cause one guy got a beat up cop in his car and the other one got a kidnapped girl in his car. Lee couldn't risk it and takes off first, leading the car chase to him. He maneuvers away and heads to the location the crooked cop stated. Realizing he just missed them, he heads back, but is intercepted by two cops investigating the scene as well. Before getting arrested, Lee manages to break away from both cops and starts getting the hell up out of there. My man's life flashed before his eyes like 5 times before he climbed over that hill. Mans is lucky that Stormtrooper aim is a disease that spreads over all movies, or else he would be a slice of Swiss cheese right now. Twee gets the news about Lee and heads right to where Lee is at. This is where his daughter's phone is discovered by Twee, and he is able to connect more dots. Now Twee knows who the crooked cop is, but he's still out cold, so there wasn't much he can do while Lee is officially a wanted man. But bruh don't care, as he is using the crooked cop's phone to find the number to the organ traffickers. He finally gets a lead and was even able to connect a face to a name. Meanwhile, the chief heads to talk to Twee to get his mind off the case, and the first thing he does is take him out of the hospital. This is where we transition to the dinner date Twee was shown to be with the chief and his wife to be earlier in the movie. While his fiance was singing, Twee gets the news that the crooked cop died from his injuries, and before he was able to leave, the chief stops him and explains why it is important to stop what he's doing, and the truth is hitting him all at once like a ton of bricks. Later that night, the campaign manager is giving the chief some fall guys to hit to make it look like they're doing something productive, which will also coincidentally take out Lee at the same time, since Lee is on his way there to pay them a visit as well. Twee is now conflicted on whether or not he should continue the raid, while Lee, on the other hand, ain't conflicted about a damn thing, and he just walks his ass in there one-man army style. Lee just casually sleeps the first man, then does the second guard dirty, giving that poor boy CTE. Fedora finally notices Lee on the security cam, but not in time to save the third goon from a backhand. Then a right, left, right. Damn! Lee was out here throwing more hooks than a 90s R&B joint. Fedora lets Lee know that he can see him and gives him no other option but to follow the route that Fedora tells him. But of course that route also led to more hands. But Lee easily counters the two-piece, then blocks a kick, making Mans hit the James Brown. Then kicks previous buddy before. Oh my god, that man is dead, right? Then another goon runs up and someone challenged this man. These goons are ass. Straight cheeks. See what I mean? You niggas is never getting hired again. Oh yeah. And he about to do something, watch. All you niggas lied on your resume. Man's right here is so weak, his broken arm sounds like a bag of potato chips. Lee then slides and glides through the last 3, immediately takes out one, then combos back and forth with the other 2, like he's playing patty cake with them. Then enters a new stage with the same energy as he weaves 2 goons throughout the room until he is able to easily piece them up one after the other. Lee finally wraps up all this easy work when Fedora finally shows himself, along with 3 more goons, but these goons ain't those level 1 goons from earlier. These are some final boss-like goons right here, cause they about to make Lee put in some work. Lee is in a legitimate dance right now. Even when Lee slips into a one-on-one, it's still not a game, so Lee's struggling with one while the others are catching up. Them boys came out here synchronized. After Lee takes a hit, he maneuvers his way to the other side where he can reset, and also restarting another one-on-one. And this dance partner is even better than the last one. Luckily, Lee is the Chris Brown of throwing hands. His dancing skill, not of Chris Brown's hand skills. Cause he reads man like a book until he is able to counter Lee with a 2-knee combo. Meanwhile, the chief barges in Twee's van, snapping on him cause he didn't start the raid. Twee pops on his father-in-law and rushes in trying to save Lee before it's too late. Back to Lee, we see him cornered by the 2 goons. Lee gets to scrapping with the closest goon, and he is able to position him in the way of the other goon. Once Lee is able to get a good kick in, the other goons are able to join in, making it jump season again. Lee is back to having trouble, and what's worse, Fedora's out here now. Lee out here getting treated like a level on Fruit Ninja. just fighting for his life when Fedora makes things worse. Cause just like that bastard in Mario Kart who hits you with a shell right before you cross the finish line. Fuck you, Sonic Steve 89. Fedora comes in with a go-kart and fucks Lee's whole game up. And leg. Lee getting dragged like a badass kid at the airport. Chui shows up and saves Lee from getting dragged. But that leg is pretty much out of commission. He gets the hook out and is able to pop off his last rounds before grabbing a machete to even the odds. Chui knocks one goon to the ground and then is able to land a flying right kick full of melatonin for Buddy to go right to sleep. The other dude recovered, but Chui quickly takes him out before finally dealing with the final boss, Mr. Fedora. Now them boys scrapping. Out here fighting like two chefs that can't agree on dinner. They both land a hit on each other before doing the infamous stare down, then getting right back to it. They get back to dancing and both fighters are looking evenly Damn, the Fedora caught a stray. Hope this man don't unlock his inner undercover brother.
You mess with the fro, you got to go.
Chui finally maneuvers one of the cleavers out of Fedora's, RIP to the hat, hand, but Fedora was quick to counter and show us that he is a follower of Thanos.
You should have gone for the head.
But Chui countered that with a front flip to a kick. Damn, ain't shit changed. Back to scrapping with the clean stunt transition to the next part of the stage. Fedora gets a Sparta kick in before SWAT officially makes an appearance. SWAT pretty much said,
everybody gonna die.
Cause they are popping off on anything with a pulse. These boys still got smoke in all this smoke and kept scrapping until the team finally entered the room and started clearing the room out. Chui makes it to Lee in time to get them both out of there before SWAT is finished clearing up the room. This is when Chui connected all of the dots together and lets Lee know that his daughter Heart was for the mayor. Obviously, Lee does not take the news well and is on the search for his daughter's body to see for himself. Before he finds her, Fedora comes out of nowhere to avenge his fallen Fedora hat. Lee gets pushed to the side while Chui holds him down, but he elbows Chui twice to break free, but Chui wasn't having that tonight and starts literally dragging my mans. Lee says handle my lightweight real quick while I search for my daughter, while Chui slams man into a pillar and tosses him once more for good measure. Fedora gets up and tosses him, but Chui jabs him mid-flip for both of them to hit the ground. They do another stare down while halfway up and Fedora gives man a Goldberg spear across the room. Chui Uno reverses it, then tosses this man to a glass before Chui and Fedora starts going blow for blow.
Bar for bar! Oh!
Chui wins with an elbow, jab, and Sparta kick, following that up with a right kick to the face.
Got your ass whooped tonight.
Chui was about to go for the kill when Fedora uses a random weapon he finds like he's in Super Smash Bros. To even the odds. Meanwhile, Lee's long search is over as he unfortunately finds his daughter in any dad's nightmare scenario. I ain't gonna lie, the acting snapped on this one. But I ain't gonna lie though, Chui is taking his sweet precious time over there doing random sad shit. Like Chui not over there fighting for his life on his behalf. Lee finally snaps back into the fight and is about to end Fedora. Again, look at the crazy in his eyes. Sir, you are about to die. Fedora is now fighting for his life when Lee just straight up Mike Tyson's this nigga. Lee bit that man like a lion eating live prey. And prey he was. Them eyes, boy.
Oh, you going all crazy out on me.
But no one gets any time to breathe after that, cause the chief walks in like the T-800 who found their target. Chui tries to reason with the chief before he sends Lee to the upper room, when the chief reveals that he is just a pawn too, as Lee sees the chief's daughter / Chui's fiance taken as a hostage. Lee's looking like, Fuck, I'm about to die. And it's like, screw it, I'll go to him myself. Right before they enter the mayor's building, Lee traps Chui inside of the car to go in. How is he walking after getting hooked like a catfish is beyond me. But he makes it to the very room that holds the mayor. He does some more shit that is just so damn sad. As he listens to his daughter's heartbeat inside of another person. Damn! Nah, son. Immediate reaction should have been this.
Come here, I'm gonna kick your ass!
Oh, hell no, he done went too far. Now, Lee, shoot his ass right now, Lee. Shoot his ass!
Oh, he did.
Hey! Oh, you scare me, Jesus! Oh.
With no family here, he decides to visit them in the upper room. We end the movie with Chui and his family finally giving birth to their newborn child. As usual, the SPL series is drama with hands, and that is still prevalent in this movie. I ain't gonna lie, this one is the weakest installment out of the three, but the third movie syndrome is not an uncommon thing, so I expected that. Plus, the first two are certified classics. That is hard to touch now, so I understand. But even though this movie wasn't the best out of the three, it's still a great watch. Enough to give it a 2-piece and a biscuit. 3 stars. My favorite fight is Taka versus Fedora. Nice chase scene, solid use of the environment, and Tony Jaa's Muay Thai is always a recipe for a good time. The next movie I'm going to talk about is Jet Li's The One. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you like the content. Until next time, y'all be easy.